And we are live at Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. If you're watching the A7FL for the first time, strap in, because the most exciting team in pro football, in spring football, the Trenton BIC, are about to start the game with the ball, and that is the freshest do-rag I've ever seen in my natural life. But Rob Fabian, LJ Smith, my question to you gentlemen, A7FL resets. You're the general manager of a team.
That's a tough
First
question.
overall pick, LJ. I'm going to ask Rob who he picks first.
Today, you're talking about today.
Today.
If we did it today, my first overall pick, oh Lord, people are going to hate me for this. Sterry Codgerton.
Really? Interesting pick. What about you, LJ?
I have to.
I'm going with Hollywood.
That man right there is
See?
Shante
And
Worthy.
then you hurt my picks now because I'm like, somebody will pick Hollywood later.
And it'll be Thomas Stensgaard throwing it off to a Shante Worthy, who will receive it at the 25-yard line.
Let's see what these got. Oh my goodness.
Having some fun.
Listen.
Slick sides, cuts him to Oh, look at that blue with somebody.
See you! Touchdown!
Bonsoir! Shishana!
Listen.
Oh, there it is.
Come on. Listen, that's the sound effect, bro. When you start moving like that, that's what it feels like on the field.
Oh, man.
And I know those guys thought they had it.
They thought they had it.
It was like, nah, we got him this time.
So close.
To quote the great Sean Carter, grand opening, grand closing.
Grand opening, great closing.
Make him.
The little hitch with the right leg.
They did the breakdown. They had the breakdown.
Got him. Bye-bye, Thomas. Bye-bye, Thomas.
Stensgaard.
And I like Stensgaard.
There's speed and there's Hollywood speed.
And it's because that kid's fast.
That kid is fast.
But he's not Hollywood fast.
He's not Hollywood fast.
Hey, man.
Just blowing up the whole world in 1080i.
Man. I mean, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, do we expect him not to score? Is it more of a surprise when he doesn't score?
It's more surprised when they don't put him back there.
And then you see the Shnow tribe. And LJ, give us a little bit of a background on the Shnow tribe. They're a new team in the A7FL.
Well, I can help out.
What the heck? LJ knows everybody in the league, though.
Which he does, and I'll just give LJ the history. The Shnow tribe is actually formerly the Spanktown Boys.
Yeah, I know. They're Spanktown Boys.
Yeah.
Codrington in trouble.
What?
Codrington.
Corey Abernathy, a rookie in the league, a.k.a. Knott's Phoenix, with the sack on Sterry? Question mark?
What's up with that jersey right there?
I don't know.
Is that done purposely?
That is a choice he made.
Yeah, he did. He definitely made that choice.
Looks like wings, that guy.
Yeah, no.
But here we see on the replay.
This is a surprise. Oh, he's fighting off of those blocks. Oh, good. Okay, good.
Arm whip into the tackle.
Okay, I mean...
But yeah, talk to us about Spanktown. I knew they were Spanktown.
And, you know...
That's why I started laughing. I'm like, the history of this team.
I mean, Spanktown was a low mid-tier competitive team back in, their day. And, they just did a revamp. New owner, new look, new coaches. Just want to see what they can do now.
Just a reset of their identity, looking to be...
I mean, I like the colors. I mean, if I bought one, I probably would. There's a couple jerseys.
Which you could buy at A7FL.com.
I like their jerseys. I like their jerseys. I like the name, and I like the slogan. Shnow that,
Yeah.
And then all the emojis are cold emojis, bird, all that. I mean, it's cool. I like it.
I like the logo. The logo, yeah.
The logo's,
the logo's cool.
It's cool, no pun intended.
Tyshawn Robinson, a.k.a. Cheetah, returning this one from inside the 5-yard line. Cuts through but stopped on the tackle.
There's no huss from him.
That was Jason Sisson with the tackle.
Psycho Liberti in the building.
John Columbia.
Looks like he ate Liberti.
Look at that guy. See when guys
He's the Pokemon evolution.
Liberti.
Look at his jersey. When you type your jersey in like that, you tuck your jersey like that, that's those guys that choose violence.
So, okay, then I'll give you guys a history on these jerseys,
You've got to break down the levels of violence that people are willing to go to in the A7FL.
There's levels of violence. There's levels of violence. There's those guys, like you said, Hollywood. Those guys that try to shake and bake you, that try to play with you, and try to play a mental game with you, and he's always looking for 6. And then you have those guys that just choose violence, that just want to run through you. They're not even trying to score. All they want to do is get contact. See this guy's jersey right here, number 15? This guy wants to put his hands on you. The big guy right here, number 56? Right. These guys choose violence. They just want to put their hands on you. They want to have no excuse why the jersey's in the way.
Ant Live at fullback, former BIC player.
Oh, he's a big guy, that guy.
And the handoff. From
Terrible
Steinsgaard.
block by Ant.
Who see, this is the thing. I'm not gonna.
Will be 2nd and 10.
He's a former BIC player. He has some knowledge.
Everybody
how the team
is a
works.
former
Everybody's
BIC player. Come on.
I mean, a player that mattered.
Did you play for BIC?
Of course. I
Okay.
gave him a championship. I mattered. I mean, one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the bench riders.
His name's in the proverbial rafters.
Right.
It'll be 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. Stensgaard will be taking this one. He'll lose the ball, but it'll be kept by the Shnow tribe. And it'll be 3rd. That was Seth Batson, Lil Boat, keeping the ball.
And that pressure's just seeming a little too overwhelming for that offensive line, like anybody else would. It's not news. This is not news. BIC's greatest weapon on defense is that defensive line.
And it will be 3rd and 18. That defensive line coming out today.
He has a shower cap.
Who does?
With black glasses.
Number 28.
I ain't never seen. I've never, as long as I've been commenting and playing this league, I've never seen the old school, real shower cap.
I've never seen it before.
That is John Burton, number 28 today.
That's Big Burton's little brother. A lot of little brothers in this league.
Those guys choose violence.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got the waves and curls set. Will it be pressed? Oh,
dropped it for that money. Man, oh man.
And that is a surprising drop from Karan.
Karan Klein.
Karan Klein is a weapon if used correctly, and that's not a situation where I expected him to drop that pass.
But why does he have a hand warmer on? That's like my man Burrow, hand warmer not too cold.
And that's a great pass by
Off the
Stensgaard.
hands, right into his
Stensgaard put it
pocket.
in the bread basket, as you guys always say. That's a great pass. You can't do more than that.
And you can see on the sideline.
Yeah, they're shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yeah, they are vexed and they are frustrated. And it will be Stensgaard throwing this one off. And this one will be thrown, and that one will bounce out of play. Oh, no, remains in play.
Yikes.
And that's Jason
Sisson.
Sisson.
That's
Jason
Sisson.
Sisson.
He's another one. He's another one. Huss.
Give me more hustle.
Huss, 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 huss.
And he's just going back to the 40-yard line.
Here's a little
Listen, he's loaded. Listen, he just reloaded. There it is.
BIC.
Another one. BIC doing it on special teams.
Yo, who's pushing this guy on the floor though? Who's the guy, the throw guy? What's his name? I gotta get his name.
Stensgaard.
Stensgaard? Hold on, write this down.
Who's pushing him on the floor?
Who there? Stensgaard. Stens.
The huss.
Let's see. He's
No, watch. Someone's pushing him on the floor.
Stops on the dime.
No, watch. Someone push him on the floor. Watch. Here comes. He's bringing him down. Give me some more huss. Give me some more huss. There you go. Hey, huss.
There it is. That's the final huss. That's the final.
Watch someone's gonna push him.
Huss.
Hey.
And he starts loading up them armor plates, man.
Hey, Matt, who pushed him, Matt? Who pushed him?
Someone off the grassy knoll. It was the seat. There was a second pusher.
Huss.
Here we go. Huss, huss. That's it. Here it go. Huss, huss.
Who pushed him? That's illegal block right there. That's illegal block.
Look at the armor plates, man.
That man's cleats got eaten alive.
How do you get down with all those armor plates in? Come on,
Oh my
Sisson.
God.
The BIC up 12-0 have not had a drive on offense
Not a
as of yet.
single offensive drive.
I'm glad Matt Ryan didn't do no picks, because that's.
I'm not throwing picks.
Oh, man.
The snap in trouble is Codrington.
Pressure?
Not able.
this
Wow,
is-
what a play here. Thrown and goal off the hands of the receiver.
That pressure is uncharacteristic. It's kind of weird to see Sterry. Right? Is it because
Because I think
special teams.
they're taking the defensive line for granted. Like,
They are, and we'll have to see if the boys at the Shnow tribe will be finding a way out of this one. They're down 12-0. Let's see what they can do on the other side of this one. Will the Shnow tribe find a way back into the game, or will the BIC continue their trend? But I'll say this, you don't want to miss a moment here on Stadium. If you just joined us because you saw the highlights on Stadium social media, what took you so long? It's the A7FL live on Stadium and also on Fight internationally. And it will be the BIC throwing it off here to number 12, Jay Flowers. Flowers will receive it at the 5-yard line.
That's a trust of speed.
Ooh, good tackle. What a tackle.
That's CP3.
CP3,
former championship quarterback.
And that's where you come and just make a difference. You know, this guy might got speed, right, from Shnow Tribe?
Yeah.
But he don't have 8-7, 3-on-1 speed.
He doesn't have that hus.
He don't have, he
doesn't have
he
any
don't
of
have that.
It's all straight down the line
Exactly.
speed, and that's not going to help you in this league unless you could run someone over with it, but that's not it. That's not the answer.
Yeah, no. Just having pure speed out there, just being a track runner, that's not it.
Gotta have a little bit of that hus.
You gotta have a little bit of that hus.
that second gear, that ability to change direction.
He literally stopped at. He literally came to 0 speed.
Yeah, man.
Stensgaard will hand this one off, cutting up field, and that will be a slight gain of about 2, and it will be second down for the Shnow Tribe.
Jonathan Soltis with the tackle.
Didn't you tell me he was on a roster that was a glitch in the system?
Yeah, I was surprised. Soltis is actually on BIC. He played on BIC for everybody's played on BIC. Right? That's how I feel. I'm going to say former BIC player, but at this point, who hasn't played for BIC?
And your final score from Cincinnati, the QC Crush remain undefeated. They defeat the Covington Heights 21-19. So unable to score in the second half, the Crush, but remaining undefeated and leading themselves into the Final Four of that North Division. Pardon me, that East Division. And snap by Stensgaard, 2nd and 8, throws this one. Cole almost intercepted, but blown up on the play. I think that was Jaheed Mayers on a stop.
Stensgaard is actually getting a lot more time than I've seen most quarterbacks get, and I'm actually surprised that he's not capitalizing.
You know what it is? Because they're not. You know what it is? You don't really know the quarterback, right? They're giving him a little bit of extra time just to fill him out.
Right.
Once it starts getting to that, once it starts getting deep into that first quarter, started second, they're gonna start getting the hands.
Stensgaard comes from the era of A7 where nothing was on camera. The highlights had music on them. He's a very, very old player.
Stensgaard sounds like royalty. Is it royalty?
He's not royalty. He might sound like royalty, but Stensgaard was a quarterback.
What movie was that from? What movie is that from?
He was on the Comets.
This sounds like royalty.
Royalty! It's a Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, there you go. I knew Matt Ryan would know.
Yeah, Matt always know. Matt's like a movie buff, a sports buff.
Hey, Matt, real quick here. Michael Faith from the YouTube live chat says the Snow Tribe is number 6 from the Animals.
And Stensgaard gonna need a little bit more help than that, and he's taken down hard.
Can I get a speed rating for Matt Stensgaard?
We're gonna see in a second. Wait, is he down? Because
he's down.
If he gets hurt in the first quarter, his roster he doesn't count.
Oh, let's see here. He's down. It'll be 4th down up, and Stensgaard back up, little shaken. Well, let's take a look at the tackle again. That'll be Abby Mansoray, Baby Sav, helping out with the tackle. Joined by number J3, Carnell Wachter, a.k.a. K-Wack.
BIC got too many weapons.
Yeah, way too many.
And it's why I asked that thought experiment.
Is that Abdul's Island?
Yes, it is.
Abdul's Island plays for
Shnow Tribe. Former BIC player. Former BIC player.
Why would you? Listen. Then he had a great season.
He had a great season
on his comeback season last year.
He definitely did.
And he went to go Snow Tribe to go.
But the BIC will get the ball on 4th and 8, throwing this one. This operates the same way as a punt, so if it goes out of bounds, and it does, it still gives the BIC great field position as they'll start around the 45-yard line. Not really what you want right there on that kind of throw-off if you're looking to throw the ball out of bounds.
Because you're giving that powerful, high-power, high-flying offense.
They said it don't matter what you're online with you the ball, as long as you don't give it to Hollywood.
And despite being up 12-0, this will be the first time we see the BIC offense this afternoon outside of extra points.
And yes, Fly Guy Guru, that is definitely Ant Live, former BIC player on the Shnow Tribe.
So give us a little bit of background on some of these players who've made their transition from the BIC to the Shnow Tribe, some people that we're seeing for the very first time here on Stadium.
You got guys like Abdul, who was pretty much he was a high-level corner.
Right.
And, you know, at his best, he was a high-level corner. He played a ton of high competition games with a bunch of good guys. Ant Live The championship defense from 2016, he ran it. He was on it. Who else is on there?
For BIC.
For BIC, yes. Little Boat had a little stint with BIC last season. Didn't do too much, but he played on the Hawks, was a decent running back. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be it.
But 11:35 left to go. Thank you, Big Rob, a former player breaking it down here for us, a former champion. Worthy in motion. The snap by Codrington. Codrington in trouble, but kicks it over to 17. He stays upright and brings the ball downfield. That's Abby Mansoure, Baby Sav with the catch.
And that's the difference of having Abby compared to having Courage.
Right.
Courage would have made that
breaking
a highlight reel.
That's 6. No, that's 6. If we're being honest, that's 6. Abby did what Abby does.
He's a football player.
Abby's 1,000% a football player.
He's a good guy, but he's not Courage. No. That spread formation is going to kill him here.
So it'll be 2nd and 2, spread out wide. And you have Shante Worthy at the bottom of your screen. And the snap.
Really interested at the corner.
The top.
Thrown deep. This one up high. Shante Worthy.
And that's why I thought it was interesting.
Need to try. Touchdown, BIC.
Why?
First catch, 3rd touchdown. And this one is just all the Shante Worthy.
Because my question, right before I said really interesting at the corner, I would have thought they would put Abdul on Ashanti, not the other guy. What's his number 6, the other corner that was there?
That would be Kenyatta Johnson.
Yeah, I would not have put him on Ashanti.
Yeah, but they both got smoked for that money. They both got smoked
That wasn't Abdul's man, though.
We'll see here on the snap, and then Codrington stepping up.
Sheesh. How much? Wow.
Not even a huss. He just got cooked. Number 16?
That was number 16, yeah. Rafael Florentino.
Yeah, he's not the answer. No,
and
no,
the
sir.
BIC will try for 2 after the 3rd time Ashante Worthy's gotten the ball this afternoon. 3 touches, 3 touchdowns. 2 of those coming on 3-on-1 throw-offs, and this one his first completed pass, completed 2 passes of the day, and the first throw, I believe, by Codrington this afternoon.
He didn't just do a dance before the snap. K-Wack is ridiculous. K-Wack is ridiculous.
Snap. Codrington pops this one up and caught.
Caught it with a bonnet on. Guys.
And shades. Look,
shades and a bonnet on, guys.
This would be things that are bad.
Set, pressed, and pearled.
He said you got a perm earlier.
He's gonna have that. He's got that soul glow feeling on right now.
You got that. I can't mess that up. I can't do it. Who got the high voice? Who got it?
You got it. You got it. I know Matt got it. I used to have it.
Shout out to our staff today, John Schiavone in the stats room. We've got John Kay, our technical director, Alex Soberman, our producer, David Soberman on stats and graphics, and also Ryan DePaul making sure we stay on the air. And a shout out to our stadium team back in Chicago and everybody over in the main offices. It will be an opportunity here for number 42. That's Reggie Blocker, another name we've heard on the A7FL Games of the Week before, and this one will bounce all the way out of play. So that will mean that the Shnow Tribe will get the ball at the 25-yard line.
I hate to say things like this, right? But it's the first quarter, he got 20. There's 4 quarters. He's going to put up 80? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at it like that.
The U had the biggest margin of victory.
77.
77-6 against the Tampa A team in last year's playoffs.
Right.
That's cold-blooded.
So,
very cold-blooded. But it was
even if you're watching this for the first time, watch for history. Like, we're watching these teams as we get deeper and deeper into the regular season, and quarterbacks and veterans like Corey Hammond will know, the deeper you get into the season, the more into a groove you get.
Well, Corey Hammond wasn't deep in the offseason last season.
Wow.
I mean, for the viewers, I don't want Matt Ryan to lie to the American people.
I'm not lying to the American people. I'm just using him as an avatar, and it'll be 1st and 10. Joker John Kessler setting the block, cutting up field.
We'll take that. That's kind of football we need right now from him.
And I'm trying to tell you guys, regardless of what the score looks like, I don't want you to think the Shnow Tribe will lie down. They have Ant Live, Little Boat, Abdul's Islands, former BIC guys who have that revenge factor that, no, we got to get back. Like, Ant's not going to let those guys lay down.
But guess what they do?
That was Little Boat, Seth Batson on the run. Good blocking there. And a little bit of a hold from number 3. And then
Seth. Go ahead, Seth.
He saw that tackle, great aversion, wasn't able to get the stiff arm out in time, And then at a point.
It took 3 to take him down. That's a great run by Little Boat, man.
So it'll be 1st and 10. The snap and a handoff again to Batson. Batson cuts out a 1 tackle. And there's a flag on the field, but a gain of about 1. This one might come back or move the Shnow Tribe up.
That's a holding. I'm guessing Stensgaard is hurt.
And it'll be offsides on the defense, so they'll move up about 5 yards. And that will be 1st and 5. Let's take a look here. Batson cutting upfield, immediately stopped. And that will be 1st and 15. Foul was on the offense.
I can't even tell if they're moving the ball, if I'm being honest. I don't feel like they're moving the ball.
What we're going to see. Like you said, the quarterback position is the most difficult position in the league.
Snap cutting upfield on the 1st down. And they will move the ball again with Batson. Little Boat.
You think though? I don't know if you guys noticed who's not in right now. Verardi's not in.
Wow, an interesting.
Oh, he said, yeah.
Verardi's hurt.
Seth Batson limping off the field.
Limping, that's not a good look either. Verardi's not in.
And Verardi didn't play last week in Delaware as well.
And it looks like Verardi's hurt.
Yeah, he didn't play last week in there.
Stensgaard back in a quarterback.
He's a key component to their defense. But it's not like he's the entire defense. BIC's defense is really, really good.
Stensgaard sounds like one of those guys from like that new Thor movie, Stensgaard.
It sounds like a guy who played quarterback for the Vikings in the mid-60s.
Yeah, exactly, Stensgaard. He's royalty.
Tommy Stensgaard.
No wide receivers off the line.
Pedro with the run. Okay, Pedro.
Wow, pushing the ball downfield.
Pedro, another former BIC player. We can go for days. Pedro was a BIC player who didn't really like being on BIC because he was behind Courage and a lot of good running backs, so he didn't get to shine as much. So he has revenge on his mind as well.
And here's the handoff. Interesting that he carried the ball with his outside arm.
Right. Bad technique.
But it will be getting the ball towards the 50-yard line.
Look at sticks belly up on him.
I guess that bonnet came off. He knocked that bonnet off.
He knocked the powers away.
He knocked the bonnet off.
Oh, brother. But you know, knowing Snow Tribe, regardless of what the score is, the personnel they have on that Snow Tribe team, they're still gonna, try to,
They're gonna try. It's a bunch of tough guys.
Yeah,
they're not gonna lay down.
And we have a final score in Florida, but we'll get to this after Stensgaard. In trouble, throws this one, swatted down. And that is by John Columbia. And it looks like after the Tampa Nightcrawlers defeating the Tampa A team, a team who made it to the Final Four last year, 53-30.
What?
Any given Sunday.
The Nightcrawlers.
Oh, A team. You got some explaining to do.
That moves the Nightcrawlers further up the standings and puts them in a big spot heading into the Final Four. So the Nightcrawlers will hop over the A team to go to 2-3. The A team will fall to 1-3. So right now, depending on how the point differential works out and a few other factors, Covington might be, both Cincinnati teams may make the playoffs.
Wow, wouldn't that be something?
False start. Make it to the division Final Four.
You know what that means? That means that 2 teams would have to travel to Cincinnati, right?
That's tough. That's tough.
False start on the offense.
That's
so
tough.
So it seems right now the 2 Cincinnati teams will play 2 of the 2 Orlando teams. Well, the Tampa Nightcrawlers and Orlando Ghosts in their divisional Final Four and running upfield and getting the first down. The Shnow Tribe showing us something on this drive with the rushing attack.
Lubo, even though he's limping, he's still trying to play hard through that. You know what it is? They're fighting off that hey, I'm playing my BIC, these are my little brothers.
There's a revenge bonus here.
Yeah.
Like, they get a boost. I promise you. Like, these guys.
And also,
the same thing
they're on national TV.
Right.
Yeah, they don't want to get smacked on national TV like the way Animals was.
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't trying to be like number 6. Nah, they ain't trying to do all that.
Look at both. Great blocking by Joker. I haven't seen K-White get blocked like that in a long time. Kenny, is that Kenny Stansberry?
That's Kenny Stansberry. On his stomach, pancake.
Whoa.
It's pancake season.
Whoa.
Serve him up. Serve him up.
So we got a lot of football left to play.
We have a game. We have a game.
Because these guys, remember, these guys play with these guys all, for multiple seasons. These guys are not scared, these guys. Look at that.
And a solid run by Batson on that replay.
Kenny's definitely on the stomach.
Definitely. I want to talk to him at halftime. I need to know what happened.
What happened?
1st and 10.
At least his legs weren't in the air.
Right.
4.5 minutes remain here from Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park.
The worst thing in the world as a lineman, your legs in the air, and you're trying to understand why. Who hit me? What hit me? Where did it come from?
1st and 10, the snap, in trouble.
That was very weird. Stensgaard started moving before he said hike, or his team didn't hear him say hike? What was that about?
It'll be false start on the offense. So they will go back, and it'll be 1st and 15. Not a good day so far for Stensgaard, relying heavily on a very potent rushing attack in the early go.
Is Stensgaard actually a quarterback or just
he is an actual quarterback, and it'll be hard to find the footage, but if you ask him, he will bring the footage up. He played in the Town Beef era of A7 on the Comets or Green team, either Comets or the Hurricanes or one of those teams. He was a quarterback for that team and did fairly well. So in his mind, he's still a quarterback.
So as an update, it was offsides on the defense, neutral zone in fact, offense, and the neutral zone infraction of the defense. The penalty's offset.
Oh, nice.
And it'll reset 1st down. And Stensgaard in trouble.
What?
Ball comes out, but they will whistle the play dead.
What?
They will whistle the play dead.
Safety first. Safety first. Because Lord knows.
That was an inadvertent whistle.
There's no way.
Imagine he would have sacked him, you just stripped him, and scored a touchdown.
That K-Wack is known for stuff like that.
That's crazy.
That is, but that's a lot of nasty work. But I guess he got upset with the blocking Joker was putting on him.
But it will be second and about 15 after the loss. Oh, 2nd and 15.
Call me biased, but I really like the BIC jerseys.
They
really like the BIC jerseys.
As you said earlier, they're their funeral jerseys.
Yeah,
you said that off the air.
Yeah, I love them. Honestly.
It is an interesting look. It feels like a hockey vibe to me. Those old hockey two-way jerseys.
I get it. I get that. It's just in person, like looking at them like in person, the way the colors match, it looks amazing.
It is a great, and I really do dig the Shnow Tribe jersey.
Yeah, the Snow Tribe looked a little more BIC than BIC did for a second.
Stensgaard on 2nd down. Stensgaard drops the ball, and it will be out of play, and it will be 3rd down and a long way to go.
Listen. He's hurt. Okay,
he's hurt.
Yeah, he might have got his foot caught in the turf.
Oh, he's hurt, but you know that's the second time that there's an illegal play right now with some type of invisible suit on.
That's yanking Stensgaard to the ground.
That's yanking players to the ground.
Yeah, Stensgaard's done.
When we go to the timeout, let me remind me, I need an investigation done soon. Because
someone's there.
Because the player, what was the guy's name who won the last game? He got pushed to the floor. He pushed him.
He pushed everybody.
He did a Stengard.
LJ is saying there's an invisible player.
This level of having players on the field with his suits on that are invisible is against league rules.
It's either that or his shoes too big because he's running like a toddler out there with the ball.
Oh, man.
Joker at the helm.
Joker at quarterback is something that's always fun to watch.
And it will be 3rd and 18.
There we go. That's the right play.
That's the right play indeed. Look at Snow Tribe sideline. They got a lot of good guys.
They do. They have a solid team.
And a timeout called.
Snow Tribe is one of those teams, if they stay together and move properly, we're talking in the next 2-3 seasons, they will actually be a legitimate threat for the top 1, 2, 3 position in this league. I can give them that.
Wait, who?
Snow Tribe.
Wait, say it one more time?
If they stay together.
No, I'm sorry, I apologize.
In a few seasons.
No.
In a few seasons.
I'm sorry. Repeat what you said in a complete sentence.
In a few seasons, 2 to 3, they can actually be a legitimate threat to the 1, 2, and 3, which means they won't be 1, 2.
You say
they won't. Snow Tribe. They won't be 1, 2, and 3, but they'll be a threat to 1, 2, and 3.
John Kessler, the Joker, will step in at quarterback.
Someone mute this guy's mic.
Snap. They took his heart and they tore it down.
Baby Sav with the smile on his face. He's like, ha ha.
Now, Ryan, why do you let Rob just say blasphemous things?
Well, how am I saying blasphemous things? They're a young team.
No Tribe is no Tribe. Just because you throw some new unis on, you get new sponsors, doesn't mean that you're going to start being top three.
We've seen so far today some solid offensive production from Seth Batson.
Yes.
You have some skilled players on this team.
Yes,
it's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
But top 3, though?
No, I said they can threaten the top 3. They can threaten 1, 2, and 3. Doesn't mean they can beat them. They can. they have to be taken serious.
And as the A7FL grows, we might see more realignment. We may see the growth of the league.
He is not my friend right
mean
now.
mugging the both of us now, and the Joker will throw this one off and throw this one out of play. That will bounce inside the 25, the 30-yard line.
Because he's lying.
I'm not.
Rob's lying.
I'm not. I believe that.
All right, Big Rob, if the Shnow Tribe calls you tomorrow and said, hey.
No.
Exactly.
No. The answer's no.
You know what? I can tell you, this is what Snow Tribe got to do. You know what? You're right. If Snow Tribe gets Corey Hammond, because we already know this quarterback controversy, they get Corey Hammond in the offseason next year.
Okay.
And they pick up one or two players very similar to like a Ashanti, something like that. Maybe someone's like unhappy with the situation.
Yeah, going outside to find some speedy guys.
Then maybe. But look at this. Look at this receiver core. Look at they got so many weapons.
No, this is bad.
Who's guarding who?
This is bad.
Look at
You
this.
have
my
right now on the
goodness.
field Kason Campbell, Ashante Worthy, Jason Sisson.
And Umar Butter-Sav, like that's
Who's guarding who?
I don't know.
It's going to be a long day at the office.
All four of those receivers could be number one on anyone's team right now.
And then you see, I believe, Butter Sav coming out, number 17.
He's still in. He's still in.
Baby Sav coming in.
Yeah. That's still nasty.
You see Umar Lewis also out. You got Umar Lewis out there. You got Hunter. You got number 62, Gerald Big Bell at tight end. Making some changes.
I see him.
Oh.
No, you know what?
He's on a roster.
He's on a roster.
Yes,
You know, BIC has.
Yeah, I know.
They got Lamar Jackson on the roster.
Yeah, BIC, listen.
Hollywood, yeah, they got everybody.
Big Bell, not Q Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, they have everybody on their roster. They got J.J. Watt on their roster.
I mean, but
just
again,
in case.
it starts at the helm, and Sterry has been able to stay poised through all types of pressure, through all types of everything. He's seen the worst or the best that this league has to offer, and now he's that. He's the best.
And there's the handoff to Kason Campbell. Kason Campbell getting near the first down marker. Will not get there, but a quick flash gain of about 8.
Who's Chris Hunter? What is he, Tom? But have you noticed that BIC has yet to utilize a running back?
Yeah, they use the wide receiver there on the run pass option.
There's no reason.
So it'll be a snap here from Codrington. You see Worthy and Campbell. The snap, Codrington with time.
Oh!
Out of his hands. Snap fumble. The ball comes out and the
Corey
Shnow Tribe come up with
Abernathy
it.
with the fumble recovery. Wow, okay.
For the first time this season,
I've
Sterry
never seen it.
Codrington has coughed up the ball.
So I'm not bugging. This is uncharacteristic.
It's the Sterry Codrington we saw in 2021, not this Sterry Codrington.
You know I'm realizing we've been working commentating games for a couple weeks now. You know this roster, for some reason, Shnow Tribe better than and usually you have to look at the names.
No, Corey, I know not Phoenix. Corey, that's a guy I know him. Yeah,
he's been
the guy
making plays.
He has, the one who's recovered the football.
That's a play of the day right there.
Yeah,
that's play of the day.
We were just talking about, you said that Codrington can't get rattled like this. Look at this. I mean,
I'm a little shocked. I'm not expecting Sterry to be
I think
touched.
he felt he had too much time in the pocket.
Right.
And he just took his time and didn't give himself enough time to throw.
The dangers of watching this is showing other teams with more talent what they can possibly do to BIC. I think that's dangerous.
Well, on the other side of this break, we'll see if the Shnow Tribe can actually get on the scoreboard and keep this game going. We'll see if that was an aberration or the norm. The Shnow Tribe down 20-0, but we got a whole lot of football left right here on Stadium.
They just texted me.
Okay. We good?
One, two. I hear myself. I sound amazing.
Wish you were the next Mark Cuban. Wish you were in on the ground floor on something special. Well, today's your lucky day. Bring the A7FL into your town and own a piece of the future of football. Head to a7fl.com/owners. And we are owning a big showdown here this afternoon from Asbury Park Stadium in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by LJ Smith and Big Rob Fabian. And it will be Shnow Tribe ball after an uncharacteristic snap fumble from Sterry Codrington, and now Seth Batson will take the ball on a direct snap and only gain about a yard on that one. Rob, you were a little shook as we had the break. You were confused by that.
To be honest, I've seen better teams go against BIC and not do that. So for me, I don't know if it's because BIC is sleeping. BIC has a habit since I was on there, since before we played down to a competition. So these guys might have carried that on, and they are playing down to their competition, where the Shnow Tribe can actually feel like they got a leg up because of a play like that.
It is entirely possible.
Yeah.
And also, the Shnow Tribe on offense have been able to show some sparks of life, have shown some real ability. And it will be another handoff. Batson taking it directly again, and will only get about 2 yards. And we were just lauding him on the last drive, but the BIC might have diagnosed this defense.
I mean, because they know he's not doing anything but a direct snap run. I mean, it's just pick your direction and go. He can't. They don't believe in his arm. I don't think they have a second quarterback, which is unfortunate. And that's what the game is going to look like.
Stensgaard, who started the game, possibly injured. We've seen him a few times. He comes back onto the field. He was limping a little earlier, LJ. And we saw John Kessler, who was doing a good job on the offensive line, but came in at quarterback, something he's done in prior games in the A7FL, and probably better suited on that front line. But LJ, anything you see so far from the Shnow Tribe team that makes you think you might have underestimated them a little?
Well, I can tell you this, offensively, at least they're sticking with, they're actually trying to bully this BIC team, which is weird. Like it's very like they're really trying to bully these guys, and I'm
shocked.
And with the roster and the personnel they have, I mean, they don't have enough to bully BIC, but the fact that they are gives me a cause of pause. I'm like, wow.
Well, look at it like this: the Shnow Tribe is made up of a lot of veteran A7FL players.
Right.
This BIC defense is relatively young.
Right.
As opposed to the offense, with the exception of Sterry Codrington and Ashante Worthy, and Jason Sisson and Kason Campbell, Codrington, and Hollywood Worthy are 1 or 2 seasons in. But then you have a whole bunch of depth.
Sisson is new. The offensive line is fairly new, except Makai. He just told me how to pronounce his name. I'm still going to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, he gave it to me too.
Yeah.
The snap, the throw by caught, interception, BIC.
I mean, that was a terrible throw by Stensgaard. I really don't even have a clue why he threw that ball.
He felt the pressure. Andre Jasper with the interception. We'll take a look at the replay and try to figure that one out.
Andre Jasper is actually a guy who's gone viral before. I don't know if you remember. It was like a Thanksgiving video where there was like a receiver, he was sticking a receiver. He slapped his knee, slapped him forward, and made him fall and push him out of bounds during the Thanksgiving game. But yeah, that's Andre Jasper, a.k.a. Bullet, with the interception. That's something he's known for, too.
And you see Stensgaard feeling that pressure immediately, having to let that one go. An overthrown ball, if it's just he doesn't diagnose that to Kenyatta Johnson, who was the intended receiver for the Shnow tribe. And now Codrington after the fumble.
At least they can look at it as if it's a punt. Yeah. This looks bad.
And there's a screen, and that's over to Sisson. Sisson will go to the 15-yard line. And it looks like he will
get the first down.
Get the first down. And something for the BIC coming off of that last offensive drive, interception, and then setting up that other play. A big move there. And it will be 1st and 10. The snap. The throw. Caught. Cutting upfield.
Big Bonnet in the building.
Just let your soul shine through. Just let your soul glow. Driving through to the 20 and brought down.
LJ, not everybody can hit a hus. You seen the try?
He got hit one time. You got that. So blue.
Big Bonnet in the building.
Listen, he's out there. The fact that he's out there catching passes and making plays with that body.
Yeah, listen.
I mean,
Sterry wastes no time.
No time.
And that one dropped on the hurry up. That one intended for Kason Campbell.
I'm not going to be able to stop LJ from saying what you're about to say about Kason.
I'm telling you right now, he has stone hands.
The last couple of weeks, except a couple of times in the end zone. This season he has not been. But look at Jason Sisson just running protection.
No, that's it with the big fellas.
Kason Campbell's a big-time player. He makes big-time player.
I was a huge fan of his last season.
I think it might be mental for him.
You think so?
It has to be.
And you can see that level of frustration on his face.
He doesn't drop passes like that.
He's a solid receiver.
Snap by Codrington. Codrington cuts to the left. There's a flag on the play.
Might get a hold call.
Get the first down, but it'll be taken out of play by, I believe, Devin Kennedy, a.k.a. Demon Time.
And maybe you were right with rushing Sterry, but I haven't seen anyone do it successfully. Because at this point, if you rush him enough, you can force his offensive line to make certain mistakes. It could cancel a long run. Like if that's a holding, that hurts.
Yeah.
You know, he just
it was a holding on the defense. Penalty's been declined.
Okay.
So it will be first down for the BIC.
But I can say Shnow Tribe is not afraid to rush Sterry.
No.
I'm impressed. Most teams are afraid to.
That shows faith in Abdul's Island and shows faith in their secondary. They got cooked by Ashante Worthy on the first throw of the game. But Worthy, this one popped up. Speaking of cooking,
here comes.
In the kitchen. Flip, flop, fly. Touchdown. That's another touchdown for the BIC.
That kid has just way too much energy.
That's my man April's only son. He got a lot of energy.
A lot of energy. Always looks like he's ready to play, too.
And that was April's only son with the catch. Take a look again here, just right into his hip pocket.
He's part of a group I call the Wack family, K-Wax guys. I promise you, K-Wack has brought a level of talent to this league that we haven't seen in a while, and I commend him for being able to grab young talent from his neighborhood, from other leagues, and they're just dominating on every facet of the
just
game.
Doing that with no hands,
too. No hands, pause. But yeah, doing that with no hands, pause.
And look, they put Hollywood at quarterback here.
No way.
Now there's some tomfoolery, some trickeration in his dancery and hung over.
He didn't throw one to Sterry.
It went in reverse. What? That's the remix.
Oh, listen, guys, I don't know what you guys think you can do against this team. He catches him, he throws him. He catches him, he throws him.
Hence why I told you Hollywood was my #1 pick.
I see why, but you see why Sterry would be mine?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're 1 and 2. 1 and 2, and it's hard not to pick Sterry. It's hard not to pick Hollywood. But the fact that they're on the same team together.
Now, real quick here, if we were talking about just one season, one and done.
One and done?
Like a draft was just one and done.
Sheesh.
I'm taking Huff.
You taking Huff?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. One and done. Huff is getting older. Oh, look who's in the building. My man Nightcrawler was in the building. JJ, it ain't his fault.
JJ Radcliffe.
One season, you're telling me you take Huff.
Yep.
One and done.
Because Huff is still
Huff is still Huff.
Huff is still immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huff is like Hulk Hogan. Like,
right.
Oh no, sorry, I said Hulk Hogan around you, right? He doesn't like Hulk Hogan for some reason.
No?
Oh, there's a lot. I won't go into it.
Yeah, listen, we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, it'll be
Macho Man. He's a motor like Macho Man?
Yeah, Baby Sav throwing this ball off, and this one will have to make it to the 25 on the hop. It does. That ball gets picked up at the 5-yard line. Trying to cut through. Hitting him with that huss. That's Reggie Blocker. Blocker getting hussed down himself at the 20. And a flag on the play. That could be a horse collar.
The headlock. Put him in that jailhouse headlock.
Come on, Abby, you too big for all that, brother.
He's like, yeah, I know. He got with that one, so it'll be Shnow Tribe with the ball. And it will be on the team that threw the ball, the BIC, and we'll see it here. Shante Worthy having a great day, but not able to do offense and defense and special teams. Like getting the stop there.
Which is why Stereo would be my first. Stereo also plays corner. People don't know that. They got Stereo on BIC to play corner. He just said, hey, I play quarterback too, and they tried him out.
And
believe it or not, right?
He's the best, arguably the best quarterback in the league right now.
Right now, statistically, yes. There's no.
So you after Huff after Huff's resume?
I wouldn't.
We can't measure resumes.
Yeah,
Stereo only has 2 in. I could only give Stereo this year.
It honestly depends on who.
There's no way.
Who's left in the second round.
Ant Live, aka Sprinkles, is at quarterback for Shnow Tribe.
What you gonna do with the Sprinkles?
Listen, don't sleep.
Hands it off.
Don't sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Ant Live has played quarterback before successfully.
He hasn't won a game.
What are you talking about?
First who? That
was on the team.
Those Riot Squad days don't count.
Yes, they do count. We won games. What?
You taking it
Diving
back
into the weeds of A7FL history, if you take a look.
This guy's taking it back like 20 years plus.
His offensive formation is called the Sprinkles. You'll see why.
And it will be 2nd and 7. Sprinkles snaps the ball, something I never thought I'd say as a 32-year-old announcer.
He just fell 5 yards. He's moving the rock.
One time.
And that's Richardson.
There's more than I can say about other teams.
Anthony.
Look at the confidence in his face. That's Ant Live Richardson. You feel me? Don't do that.
And
listen,
it'll be 3rd and 4.
I'm not saying they're gonna score 30 with the Sprinkles. I'm saying they're gonna do something.
But here's something interesting, LJ.
Yep.
The Shnow Tribe have burned through 2 timeouts already.
Oh, they have.
I mean, they listen. It's only 28 zip, right?
Only?
It's only 28 zip. Like my man David Isaac would say. Listen.
Well, we've seen a lot of weird stuff. We saw Sterry Codrington get sack fumbled.
Right, yeah, that was weird. That was weird. This is a weird game.
Yeah, but you sack fumble but not scored upon.
This is very weird. Ant Live at quarterback, Sterry sack fumble.
Who believes in this right here? Who believes in this? Who believes in this? Who believes in this? Who believes in this?
He's still on his feet. They're not going to take him down.
And that tackle by Jaquise Worley, a.k.a. CEO.
Ant Live is a man with great pride. I don't think we'll see him on the floor.
No.
I don't think we'll see him on the floor today. Like, nobody's going to one-on-one tackle Ant and put him to the ground.
My whole thing is this. If Ant Live's at quarterback, he doesn't play action, and I'm a DB, and I'm not saying I'm a DB back in the day. I'm talking about I'm a DB today, right now. LJ DB right now. I'm picking you off.
You're picking him straight off.
Right now. Right today.
Wait, what? Okay, he's just
all right, so I'll talk to Carl at halftime. You would look nice in one of those jerseys.
Yeah, you probably look pretty clean in one of those jerseys.
Your mind.
So it'll be 4th and 10, and it will be Umar Lewis taking the 3-on-1 throw-off for the BIC. If you're just joining us on Stadium.
Out of bounds, please.
That's staying inbounds. I don't know, for some reason, BIC.
Please stop.
Will go out of bounds, and they will mark it around the 30-yard line.
Stensgaard has lost every battle to the Turf
There's
Monster.
There's a flag on the play. See what the flag is.
We're still looking for that player, that invisible guy.
It'll be offsides on the throwing team. And they will add it to the end of the run. That's the first time, I think, in 3 seasons calling A7FL football that I've seen an offsides on the throwing team.
Yeah.
I've seen a few.
Oh, you're talking about on the punt?
On the punt, yeah. Just because they're too overzealous.
Yeah.
No, not on the punt.
On a punt, no. Maybe on kickoff.
Because remember, the punt's like a dead ball. They definitely throw it out of bounds.
Why would they
go offsides?
That is weird. Football IQ, man. You got to know the game. You have to know the game.
We're going to take a brief timeout, and when we do, the most explosive team in spring football will get the ball back. That's Ashante Worthy. He's got 3 touchdowns on the day. Let's see if he can get number 4. We're going to huss across the field and huss into this break. We'll be back with a little bit more. The BIC lead from Asbury Park. It's the A7FL on Stadium. Ashante Worthy and Sterry Codrington, 2 of the best players in the A7FL so far today. Codrington 5 for 7, 133 passing yards, 2 touchdowns for the converted cornerback into quarterback. The man that could be a #1 overall pick in the A7FL. And he will have the ball on first down. The snap by Codrington. In trouble. Codrington pressured. Throws this one up. A pop fly. And it's caught. Picked up by the BIC. Kason Campbell.
He's a sure thing. I'm surprised he's been dropping him this
well, you know what it is?
recently.
When he catches it, and I said this last week, right? When he catches it, or 2 weeks ago, when he catches it with his body, it's a secure catch.
So you're saying he has no hands?
He has no hands.
You really literally mean he has no hands?
Yes, absolutely.
Yikes. Okay.
Watch. Pay attention. Watch.
I'm watching because that was a body
go
catch.
Into the hurry up. 3 wide receiver set.
Let's pay attention to that.
Campbell at the top of your screen. Worthy in the slot. 3 on the line. Codrington snaps. Has no time.
What?
Under pressure, flag on the play. That'll be blown dead. And it looks like Lazeek Jones was the one who jumped that one.
I think BIC's offensive line has met their match as far as a D-line that's just as aggressive.
And it'll be a false start on the offense.
They're getting pressure.
A false start coming from the line, right? And that's because you're anticipating that pressure from the defense. This D-line is actually doing something, and I'm in complete shock.
And it looks like Jasper's joining on that offensive play. It'll be Jasper, Worthy, and Kason Campbell. Codrington, left-handed quarterback. The snap, Codrington again in trouble. Throws this one, dumps it off.
There it is.
Why you do that, K-Wack? Why you do that? Touchdown, B-I-C.
Look at this, K-Wack. Where's it at?
Why'd you do it, K-Wack?
Why'd you do that? But there it is. You pick your poison. There it is. It's a dance. But you pick your poison. Rush him if you want.
Yep.
He has checkdowns for that. That's why I'm so surprised. Like, they're rushing, but Sterry has checkdowns. Was he just choosing not to throw it to the guy? Like, you get what I'm saying? Look, great pressure. Check down. Here you go, buddy. While getting hit.
Yeah.
And that's 6. Whether it's K-Wack, Courage, Ab, anybody's going to take that for 6. He has checkdowns. That's why I'm saying
you see that block by Hollywood right there?
Yeah, definitely. Hollywood is an all-encompassing player. He'll do it all.
Let me tell you something. That block right there sealed it right there. And the man, and that guy who was blocking was so mad. You look like he got him in his face too.
He was pissed.
He was mad.
I'd be mad too. Hollywood's a small guy to be blocking somebody like that.
Imagine being blocked, and Hollywood, we gassed him 10 times.
You looking right in his eyes.
And CP3, Corey Price under center, and they're going to be going for 2.
Oh, that's my man CP3 Kellyo. Oh, with the blue do-rag here. Throwback.
Oh, easy money.
Oh, does that velvet? Oh,
easy money.
What is that, velvet?
Easy money.
Abby Mansoray, baby Sav with the velveteen catch. Smooth and soulful like a pint full of Soul Glow. Locking it in there, making it 36-0. A long day at the office for the Shnow Tribe, but a lot of football left. And I really like what I see from this Shnow Tribe defense.
Yeah, listen, he barely got off on that one.
Yeah.
Barely got off. And Big Rob was just saying that. He was like, listen, this Shnow Tribe defense is manhandling the offensive line of BIC.
But Sterry, being the intelligent quarterback that he is, he has a plan for that. If you guys are getting beat up, check down, right to the tight end. No one's covering him.
And how much daylight does Sterry Codrington need to make a play like that? Because we saw on that sack fumble, he had nothing but time until he took, when he's got to make a quick play, when he has too much time, I think that's when he gets caught up in it because he has an abundance of options.
Right. And he does. He can run it. He can throw it. He can do whatever he wants. So, again, those sacks, the pressure is, like, very uncharacteristic.
And this one will be thrown up by Abby Mansoray, who caught the 1-point conversion, the 2-point conversion.
Oh, okay. I thought,
what just did not clear the 25. It bounced around the 26.
Worthy is on the kickoff team.
Just trying to make the most of his minutes.
Right. Yeah. Like, man, what can he not do?
I've not heard him sing opera.
Good one. When he comes in here, because I'm pretty sure he's going to come in here, I'll ask him if he can.
36-0, your score, 5:41 left to go in the half. This is an untimed down. And it will be on Reggie Blocker, who's been returning most of the afternoon for the Shnow Tribe.
Got a little hustling.
See?
Nope.
No.
But a solid return nonetheless will get him to around the 45, so about a 20-yard return. That's very respectable for Uncle D, a.k.a. Reggie Blocker.
Good defense by April's only son. So he's been playing like every week on special teams. He's making plays on the special teams. He's making big catches. Again, another great pickup by BIC.
Right. I don't think I'll ever call someone Uncle D.
Hey, yo.
I'm saying that's the name on the back of his jersey.
What if he's way down the street? Yo, Uncle Dave!
Uncle, nah. Hey, your name is Derek, sir. Your name is Derek, Uncle.
5:25 left to play.
Oh,
the people laughing are LJ Smith and Big Rob Fabian. I'm Matt Ryan, and that is the Shnow Tribe who have the ball back. And it will be number 82, Sanchez. Gabriel Sanchez, the wide receiver, playing quarterback today.
Wide receivers are dangerous at quarterback. I did enjoy Ann at the sprinkles, though. I'm not going to lie. That was fun.
And it will be, that's number 28. Pardon me, number 26 as J.J. Radcliffe.
Yeah, that's the name I call him Nightcrawler. Yeah, he's all over the field. He's sneaky. Look how sneaky he is. He's looking like he's about to get a pick.
Blocking the box. This one thrown deep.
Right to Nightcrawler.
What a call.
What a call. I told you about the Nightcrawler.
What a block.
That speed. He got that speed. He's kicking it in.
Again, a good tackle by Karan, but that's JJ, man. You called it before.
I told you.
Cameraman had the camera on him.
He was being sneaky.
I called it. That's not JJ's fault. He said
he's
being sneaky.
He's being sneaky. I see his eyes.
Look at him. He's sneaky.
I knew something was coming his way.
You called it.
Listen, he makes plays every week. Look at this guy. Look at him smiling.
Like, yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here. Yeah.
And he tells me, and I was talking to JJ last week, a couple weeks ago. He was telling me that his daughters, as we look at this replay here, he said his daughters be watching the game, and so shout out to them. Definitely shout out to the family.
Oh, that's a crunching block.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't realize he got a little speed too.
JJ?
Yeah, a little
JJ's
speed.
Fast.
I know, but I'm saying, years. I'm thinking, he got some speed.
1st and 10 for the BIC. Codrington off the snap. Throws this one up. And it is incomplete.
They're trying to run the score. They're trying to disrespect. They're trying to put up 180.
Intended for Andre Jasper.
Here's a little funny story. One time we played football in Virginia for some pro team. They beat us so bad. They were beating us, right? It was like 20. I'm like, yeah, we made a good play. It was like, bro, it's 21-zip. That should have been off the sticks. And I lost it. I walked away quietly.
2nd and 10. The snap. In trouble is Codrington. Flag on the play. Codrington trying to find a way out of this one. Runs into his own blocker. And will be sent to the other side of the 50.
Like you said.
Yeah, I don't like him being touched, though.
No, like you said, this defense, like for some reason, like I said, something about Shnow Tribe. Like something about if they had an offense, this might be a better
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not bugging in my take. There's something there. Shnow Tribe is not just some pushover team. I know the score looks crazy, but there's something there. Got to remember, 12 of those points are on untimed downs. Let's just be very clear. 12
and maybe 2 of them.
12?
And another 12. Another 12 has been coming off of wide open flies, right?
It'll be 3rd and 20. The screen. This is a live ball. That's Kason Campbell.
He runs hard.
Kason Campbell. He may not have hands, but he's got points. Touchdown, BIC.
I can't let you say that. Kason has hands,
No, he does have hands. He just
may not
proved
have
it.
hands.
He's wide open on a slant. He got hands like feet. Matt Rising got hands like feet.
I didn't say that.
Hashtag hands. Matt Ryan said hashtag hands like feet. Social media. Matt Ryan was social media. So
but look at this, Kason Campbell.
It was a body catch.
It was a body catch.
It was a body catch.
I told you. Well, use hands.
And if you're joining us on YouTube and you're not watching us on Stadium, what's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Go to watchstadium.com or find your provider at watchstadium.com. Watch us on the TV, live and across the country on Stadium and internationally on Fight. If you're not watching us on Stadium, you're about to lose us. If you're not watching us internationally on Fight, you're about to lose.